Hey everyone, and welcome. Look, by 2025, AI isn't some abstract idea from a sci-fi movie. Nope, it's already here and it's woven deep into our daily lives. I mean, from how we work to how we plan a simple family vacation, AI is a part of it. So let's just dive right into your guide for this new world. What are the must-have tools you need, and what are the critical scams you've got to watch out for? Take a look at this number. $12 billion. That's how big the consumer AI market is. And what's crazy is that it basically came out of nowhere in the last 2.5 years since ChatGPT just exploded onto the scene. So you can see this isn't some slow-moving trend, it's a full-blown revolution, and it is changing absolutely everything. So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll see who's actually using AI right now, and for what. Then, we're going to build out your 2025 AI toolkit with some killer apps. From there, we do have to talk about the dark side, this new wave of super sophisticated scams. But don't worry, we'll give you a defense playbook. And then we'll wrap up by looking at how to live smarter and safer in this new age of AI. Okay, let's just get one thing straight right off the bat. AI has officially gone mainstream, for real. It's not just for coders and Silicon Valley tech bros anymore. The data shows it's being used by a huge range of people for just, normal, practical, everyday stuff. So, who are the real AI power users? Well, the answer might surprise you. While Gen Z are the first ones to try out new AI tools, it's actually millennials who are using it the most day to day. But here's the real shocker. Parents. A whopping 79% of parents with kids under 18 have used AI. That is nearly double the rate of non-parents. It turns out the chaos of family life is driving some serious practical adoption. And this quote right here from a 44-year-old working mom just nails it. This isn't about building complex programs. It's about solving real problems. Using AI to make a packing list for your kids, that is the perfect example. It's all about reducing that mental load and just helping manage the beautiful chaos that is family life. All right, let's get to the good stuff, the tools. We have picked 3 total game changers that are going to make you more productive, more creative, and just way more organized. Think of this as your essential AI starter pack for 2025. First up, we've got a tool called Perplexity. And seriously, if you're still just using old school search engines, this is going to blow your mind. It's like a search engine that actually gives you answers, not just a giant list of links you have to dig through yourself. So here's how it works. Perplexity pulls info from all over the web and just gives you a nice, clean, direct answer. But here's the best part, the feature that makes it so trustworthy. It cites its sources. You can actually see where every piece of information came from. It builds trust, it lets you check the facts, and it saves you an incredible amount of time. All right, next up is Reclaim.ai. This one is like an intelligent assistant for your most precious resource, your time. It is all about smart automation and getting your schedule organized. Reclaim takes all the boring work out of scheduling. It automatically finds the perfect time for your tasks, your habits, your meetings. And, this is my absolute favorite part, it defends your focus time. If you block out a chunk of time for deep work, Reclaim basically acts like a bodyguard and stops people from booking over it. It just completely eliminates calendar chaos. And for our third tool, we've got Synthesia, and this one is changing the whole game when it comes to making videos. It basically puts an entire video production studio right on your computer. Okay, picture this. You need to make a training video for a global team. With Synthesia, you just type your script, pick an AI avatar, and bam, it spits out a professional-looking video in over 140 languages. No cameras, no microphones, no actors. This is a huge deal because it makes creating high-quality video possible for pretty much anyone, from a small business to a huge company. So these tools are amazing, right? They give us all these new superpowers. But that same tech that lets a small business make a cool marketing video, well, it can also be twisted and used for some really nasty stuff. So how exactly are criminals weaponizing AI? So yeah, let's pivot and talk about the darker side of all this. Because we are now seeing a whole new wave of scams that are more personal, more convincing, and honestly, more dangerous than anything we've seen before. And they're all powered by AI. And at the core of a lot of these scams is something called a deepfake. Let's be really clear about what this is. A deepfake uses AI to realistically swap a person's face or voice into a video or an audio clip. The tech has gotten so good that the final result can be almost impossible to tell from the real thing. And that right there is what makes them so dangerous. And if you think this is just some theoretical problem,
Look at this number, $25 million. That is how much money a finance worker in Hong Kong was tricked into sending after he got on a video call with what he thought were his bosses. It wasn't. It was an incredibly sophisticated deepfake. This isn't science fiction. It is happening right now.
And it's not just fake video calls. Scammers can now clone a voice from a tiny audio clip to fake a frantic emergency call from one of your family members. They're using AI to write phishing emails that are grammatically perfect and sound exactly like someone you know. And they're even using bots for something called pig butchering scams, where an AI patiently builds a fake friendship or romance over weeks, building your trust before convincing you to invest your money in a total scam.
Now, I know hearing all that can be pretty scary, but this is not about spreading fear. It's about empowerment. Once you understand the playbook the scammers are using, you can build a really strong defense. So let's walk through your personal playbook for spotting and avoiding these fakes.
Here are 4 simple but super powerful steps. 1. Always be suspicious of urgency. Scammers create a sense of panic to make you act fast without thinking. Just pause. 2. Always verify through a different channel. If you get a weird text from your mom asking for money, hang up and call her back on her actual number. 3. If an offer seems way too good to be true, you know what? It is. And 4, with videos, look closely for the little glitches. Weird eye movements, odd shadows, lip syncing that's just a tiny bit off. Those can be the giveaways.
So, we've seen the good and we've seen the bad. The key to navigating this whole new world isn't to just throw up our hands and reject it. It's to adopt a future-proof mindset, one that's built on critical thinking and making smart, informed choices.
Ultimately, living smarter with AI just means being thoughtful about the tools we decide to use. We should look for companies that are transparent about how they use our data, companies that try to build fairness into their systems and that are accountable when things go wrong. Seriously, before you download that next shiny AI app, just take 30 seconds to check out its privacy policy. Supporting ethical companies is our best long-term defense. And trust me, this is not slowing down. Soon, AI is going to move from just handling one little task to automating an entire workflow, like planning and booking your whole vacation for you. Voice assistants are going to become so natural, you won't be able to tell them from a person. And we're even going to see physical robots, powered by AI, helping out around the house. The speed of this change is only going to get faster. Which really brings us to the most important question of all. In a world where AI can create unlimited content, videos, articles, voices, you name it, what are the most valuable skills we can have? They're the human ones. The ability to ask tough questions, to think critically, and to truly connect with each other. In the age of AI, our own humanity, that's our greatest superpower. So, what are your must-have AI tools? Let me know in the comments.